And we are live. Good morning, everybody. This is Reverend Paul, and welcome, trainees. We're going to put down today's practical application of physical might. It's going to be focused on the Klosslands, where we have reports that there have been some rebels doing nasty things, basically hurting kids. These rebels have been hurting kids. I know you get the impression from all those Disney propaganda films that the rebels are like somehow the good guys, or they're like, doing something positive for the universe. And really, what they are is an agent of chaos that is, getting in the way of the order of the empire. The emperor and his empire. It's pretty awesome. Great benefits. I got several children that are going to college on my retirement fund.
The Resistance thought they'd go unnoticed here on Agent Kloss.
In any event, here we go. Let's do this.
Capture the command posts and hold.
All right.
The Resistance ends today.
Kloss here is a fantastic map. Yesterday I made a recording and all my sounds were off, so I think I can officially repeat some of my old jokes here. I don't have to have any kind of fidelity for these fools. This is Supremacy. Supremacy is a game where you try to capture five locations and hold them for longer than the enemy. Look at that. Look at that. This entire squad just blowing up the front of this whole mountain, just like pushing them back like a bunch of dorks. Alright, we got some players damaged, which means some people can't see up here. Hey. Oh, just shot in the face on the first shot. Terrifying. This is not good. However, this is my man. Alright, what's going on, buddy? I'm in your squad. We're gonna take these tortured fools. We're gonna jack them up. Let's get this going. C is ours. You guys can go. You guys can push off. Not safe for work transmission here. Just putting it out there. Gonna start cussing here in a few minutes, so if you got kids, turn that stuff off. It's kind of fun to try to repress the cussing. It's also kind of fun just to cuss. Oh my goodness gracious. You can tell these guys are AIs. Look at them shoot at the shield like they can't take in that new information. Growth mindset, guys. Growth mindset. Alright. Well, that's us. We got three sites. It's kind of interesting. The AI is supposed to be the same on all modes. This game is insanely fun to play with AIs. I've been playing for less than a day against just AIs, even though I have like thousands of hours of experience playing in the multiplayer kind of realms. It's so much more tricky and hard to play against people, just for the variety. You're not really playing the same, like you play an old Super Mario Brothers or something like that. It's the same timing, it's the same triggers, it's the same everything, like every step of the way. God dang it, dude. Ugh, this is terrifying. Alright, but you know what? Also fun. Let's get our scanner going so we can know like what's happening here. It's actually making it a lot more of a challenge. Command post crash, that's my command post, baby. Oh, come on, you dorks. Let's get a good location here. I forget how quick my grenades recharge. They recharge extraordinarily fast. What's going on? We got some AIs here that got some strategy. What's going on, strategy AIs? What's going on? Pulling back, letting me run into their kill zone. It's like somebody trained these fuckers. Oh my god. They're earning these deaths, man. Busted back down to private. What are we talking about? Okay, this would be a fun one. Maybe I'll leave him C for a little bit. What's going on? Alright, that's his protection. Oh, he won. Oh, dude can... Oh my god. These rebels are tricky. Whoa. Stay behind him. I can rotate faster than you can rotate, buddy. James McCreeliotta. You know what? I'm gonna hide underneath this Millennium Falcon here. Oh, kinda hide underneath the Millennium Falcon. Not really. All right, this is kind of a nice challenge. I'm gonna stick with this challenge. Dear Lord, getting the junk beat out of us. All right. I can just run underneath this thing, but you know what? Bigger problem. These little units that can get up in here and take my shit. You ain't taking my shit. This is my shit. Alright, under the Millennial Falcon, taking some side shots here. Come on, you Dorcas Aureliuses. Heard your mama didn't raise you right. Rebels with all your political leanings and stuff. God dang it, this is hard to get rid of.
You're fighting well today.
Underfoot. I am underfoot and you are dying. Oh, he does have those big feet. Maybe there's another strategy I should employ. Oh, I can't get B. But you know what? I think I'm at D here. Yeah, and D's got a nice big gun, if I remember properly. Yeah. Little artillery in the front of your hardware. How about that, you dork? Come on, I want to see some damage count. What's going on here? This computer's jipping me. But hey man, you want to get closer, that's cool. This can't be feeling good. Oh, tree in the way. Duly noted. That guy has so much fucking health. Where's he getting all his health from? Oh look, he's shooting at the tree. That's great. He's trying to kill me. I can't even believe this. This is gonna not turn out well for me. He's stuck. I bet he's stuck. He's attacking me. He's shooting the tree. You know what? I got. Oh, dude, I should have seen that health. Should have seen that health meter dwindling. No big deal. I can do this all day. And we're at 66%, so technically winning. No problems there. You know what? I think I got an ion cannon that's a little more intense. Can I get this? Can I train this on him? These things have a 360 wibble wobble here, but no pitch. No problem. Yep, they're getting C again. Ah, this thing doesn't angle well enough. Shoot. All right, no problem. But you know what it does do just fine? Shoot the little guy. Hello, little guy. What's up? What's up? What's up? You gotta be in your boots right now, shaking, being like, what's going on? What's going on with this? They're calling in some airstrikes on me. Oh, dude, I had that shield up. But you know what? I'm not one to dicker over the details.
Your orders are to capture the command posts.
Why has that thing got full fucking health?
We've taken command post Besh.
That must be a new one. I'm literally shooting this guy in the face. Getting no damage count. Maybe this is just not the right unit for this. Come on. I mean, I know they're not going to kill themselves, these rebels, but they could help out a little bit. 25 points. That's going to take all year to kill that thing. Ugh. Annoying. Maybe it's just someone else's problem.
We will have victory.
It's terrible. It's not really a team attitude, Paul. These guys are trying to take my B back. You can't keep that B without... You can't keep that B without some artillery, as far as I'm concerned. Alright. Tricky on these bombardment. Dude. Alright. Where are you, Dorcas Aureliuses?
Command post Besh has fallen to the enemy.
Command post Besh. is about to become ours once again. Although they're on the take with their 3 locations. Scanners on. What do we got going on over here? What's up? What's up? They got a goddamn division down here.
One hostile approach.
God, please help us kill these insurgent rebels and restore order to the Empire. Help us torture the souls of these poor fucks. You know, for the cause. Oh, I love it though. It's like a barrel of fish. That's gonna be fun. Okay, gonna have to do it with my regular size guns though, but I tell you what, you know what I do have? I think I got a westernly facing emplacement of a big ass gun, which I do. Alright, rebels. What you up to? What you up to? Let's see it. Let's see it. This gun is incredibly difficult to aim at this range. It's got no sights. However, it doesn't really need a ton of them because it's technically, if you get it on, if you hit them, they go down pretty fast. Alright, and I'm just gonna shoot out. Come on, you dorks. Alright, alright, alright. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
The enemy is
Ah,
command post
got me on that. But I tell you what, thanks for the reincarnation. As you know, the soul never dies. What the fuck? This is a bunch of fucking bullshit. You fucking animals. Oh, it'd be so my pleasure to blow your ass up. Fucking revenge. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Hey, someone's behind me. What's going on? Monkey Junker? Oh, and he takes me out. Nice, nice. Well played, well played. Contested on the D. Ooh, dude, they're up to 30%, but we're at 95, so we're transing them. All right, what do we got here? Here comes a grenade. I always like to announce my entrances with grenades. Just an important calling card, I find. Okay, Tige and Taro, I'm gonna find your family. I'm gonna roll them up in a carpet and put them in the back of my starship. Just FYI. These idiots. Well, we can't win with 2 guys, so time to bust out the awesomeness. You know what? I like this distance. Jiminy Christmas. Pulling out the hardware. God dang it. I wonder if this game would... You could just play this game without vehicles. These AIs are really good with that vehicle. And quite frankly, my gun sucks at killing it. You know what it doesn't suck at killing? Everything else. It's just like nature, you know, it's like they try to keep that sweet balance. Look at that, he's like trounced half my health with 2 shots. Not even fair. Fair isn't a word I should use. This is war. Nothing's fair. These rebels, you know. Dang it, he's coming out. Oh, dude. Dude's coming after me. Dude's coming after me. Just like a human. That was pretty much a human move. He's got a little buddy here who's running next to him with his feet skis. That's actually a pretty decent strategy. Have him run underfoot like that. I mean, certainly we killed them, but that was not a very glorious victory. A lot of death, a lot of needless suffering. Time to put down the rebellion on the Kloss lands. Was thinking about this last night as I was going to sleep. I was like, how do you separate the virtual from the real for perhaps the youngins, perhaps anyone who doesn't really understand how reality works yet? When your brain is young, sometimes it can confuse story for reality. That shit never happens when you get old. When you're older, you're definitely confronted. Well, it depends. It depends on your life. If you got like a job like me, like a fully employed member of society, tax paying, etc., you get confronted with so much reality that a little escape is nice. But when you're a kid, you don't really have that grounding in reality yet. Everything's kind of a dream right up until you have to show up for your first job for like the first like 5 years. Then you really know what reality is, I think. Man, I wasn't even using my scope before correctly. Look at me, not even knowing my gear very well. What I'm trying to say there about this is, you know, when people are in the military and they have to fly those UAVs, those unmanned aerial vehicles, and they can, like, you know, drop you munitions in other countries, and it's kind of like a cheesy way for the politicians to say, yeah, we're fighting a war, but we're not actually having any casualties, because you basically sent robots to do your work, which is probably okay in some situations, I'm imagining. Like, if I'm the guy that's going to have to go do the work, might want a robot or two on my side. However, those UAV pilots, they get real PTSD. Like, it's like a real thing. I never lose 1 ounce of sleep ever in a million years over shooting a bunch of people in a fake game like this. This is not real. This is what's up? What's up, ground troop? It's not real. It's totally not real. Maybe if you like hypnotize me or something, and it's like I thought it was real. Maybe then I'd develop some kind of empathic, you know, problem with all of this. As is, it's just super fun. Just super fun, baby. All right, you know what? I'm gonna slide off of my sea issue. Oh, look at that underwater. Such good animation. Such good graphics. Oh, it's gonna be a pleasure to break your shit. Can I push this thing around? No, it's actually got the heaviness factor turned on. Oh, with this part though, this part's broken. Yeah, this part's broken. Woo, baby! I got my boat. Come on, we're gonna drive this boat all the way over here. All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this boat right here as an extra piece of protection, and then it disappears. I think this is my Thermopylae right here. This is Thermopylae. I've got protection on both sides. They have to come through me to get to this B here. Ooh, at this dork behind us. Dude, basic tactics, basic squad tactics. If I die, I'm gonna blame this on my teammates here. This is ridiculous. What's going on, you guys? I don't know what's wrong with me this morning, blaming teammates. I got no teammates. This is all for one and one for all kind of stuff. I got a bunch of AIs. I got a bunch of AIs on both sides of this situation. You know what? Just gonna make it my job to take care of all these things. Just like in the Boy Scouts, no one's coming. It's just you. This is why it's gonna be fun to get a team together to play this game. Because then I will actually have some people I can lean on and blame when shit goes wrong. Or maybe we just win, so... Dude, close kill, close kill. Oh, hubris. Hubris. Should have used the gun. Should have used the gun. Oh, that was a fast moving target. Lesson learned. Let's go torture the lightweight dork who's taking my stuff. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
They're closing in.
Oh!
Nothing gets inside.
And they got hardware over here. Oh, dude. No problem. No problem. These are the kinds of things I like to take care of.
Exterminate the swarm.
Exterminate the swarm. We're calling them Swarm now. It's kind of cool. First off, they got a cool name like that. Number two, I guess that's like a way of dehumanizing them. But am I a human? I might be a robot. I'm a clone for sure. Dude, all this dying is just absolutely not cool. However, I do have my... Come on, who's in the Zona Rosa here? Oh, where are you, dorks? E? Got E all nailed down? Great. Okay, I'm on the other side of the map, so maybe I roll back on C. Stop harassing him over there on B. Gotta say though, all this reflection, is it right? Is it wrong? Kind of gets in the way of all the killing. I can see why the U.S. Army did not want people smoking weed in Vietnam. little bit of weed, and you're starting to have a little empathy for your enemy. That is not what you want. You do not want any empathy for your enemy. What you want is an absolute reduction of your enemy to just a binary. It's like, they're bad, we're good. Start pulling the trigger. This guy's coming after us. This guy's coming after us. Come on, you evil bastard. Oh, he's got it. He's got his gun kicked in. Right in the face with the super blast. That's what I'm talking about. Tell your reincarnated self about that shit. Reincarnation implies karma. You know, it takes a lot of energy to get reincarnated. First off, you gotta find a mom. There's gotta be a soul out there that wants to, like, have you as a child. That's a huge investment in a life. Just having a mom and I mean, if you think about it, I mean, modern pregnancy in the first world is a little more graceful. People die a lot less, but it was a 50% death rate. Think about that. That's like a mom that's a mom who half the time is gonna die for her child, just right off the bat. That's crazy. That's the craziest commitment. Anyway, so thanks, Mom. Thanks for having me this time. There's no moms in this. Can you imagine if you died in this and then you had to come out of someone's vagina? That would be the craziest shit. You had to like go back and like get born and like learn how to walk and learn how to talk and establish some basic friendships so that you could oh, sneaking up on me. Is this the situation now? Killing my friends? Come on, you dork. Oh, jeez, man, that was rough. Imagine you have to, like, you have to, like, get born. No. You have to get conceived. You'd have to, like, I don't know, maybe you're like a spirit ghost and you're trying to get your parents together. You're, like, telling your dad about how cool and hip and sexy your mom is. You're telling your mom about what a great provider your father is. As, like, a ghost. And then, like, once you have that worked out, you gotta, like, wine them and dine them a little bit. They gotta, like, get together. They gotta have that magical moment, that conception. Dude, I worked in Salt Lake City for a number of years. And did you know that it is a law in Utah that the public educational system cannot tell young men or women what sex is? You just can't do it. I'm wondering if I'm breaking Utah law by even mentioning this incarnational kind of thing. I think the Mormons in their setup, they've got a bunch of good and they've got a little bit of bad. I think in general they've got more good than bad. They're pretty awesome people. They're a sweet people. I've never met a Mormon I don't like. I've met lazy Mormons. I've met Mormons that were Mormons in name only. One of the problems, and this is one of the small problems with the Mormon faith, but I think it's significant. One of the problems is that they are just really against alcohol. They're just like, you cannot drink alcohol. That is it. It is over. Which is kind of cool because, I mean, I don't know. I can see advantages to not being able to having a whole group of people who essentially can't get drunk. They're going to have a different kind of focus, different kind of mindset. But the problem is that when you run into Mormons who do drink, they have to drink alone. And so anytime you run into someone who's like a halfway cool Mormon who drinks a little, they basically are doing it all alone. It's incredibly socially debilitating. Like I met people who were having way more psychological problems from the aloneness part than the drinking part. I mean, it wasn't helping that they were doing something that all their neighbors felt were like, oh, starting a fire on my shit, huh? All their neighbors would think like, they're doing something bad or whatever. What do we got going on? What's going on? What's going on? We got this sweet victory here. All right. Might have to take a little little break here. All right. Got some people coming in. Those sweet people coming in like a bunch of sweethearts. All right, we got time for one more game here. All right, I love it. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, I was talking about my experience with the Mormons. So yeah. I and it's like you can't, you run into someone and they're really lonely and they're drinking and they're sort of self-ostracizing themselves from the rest of their people. They don't have a gray zone, the Mormons. It's black and white. It's just like all or nothing, which is fundamental, which is trouble, which is rough. Anyway, I had friends who were Mormons, and they felt terrible about their Mormon situation because they were breaking the rules of the church. They were like, they were drinking in the evenings, and they were sort of gaining some level of different perspective from the altered state of consciousness that alcohol was, and then they were having to roll up on their friends and pretend like they weren't doing it, and it was all the faking, all of the psychological piece of it that was way worse than the actual effects of having an altered state of consciousness that's created by alcohol. Anyway, I think the Mormons could have an improvement there. They're also, because it's also darn literal, they very much, oh, look at that, electricity on the ground? What kind of magic do these rebels harness? Witches! Time to burn some witches.
Rally to the
Just kidding.
shield.
Anyway, if I could do anything for my sweet Mormon friends who like to imbibe a little bit, I would just say, you know, it'd be so cool if you could wave your hand and there was a Mormon universe where, you know, they could just drink a little bit and, you know, not to excess, and then just with friends. I think they'd have a better time. And then what you really do is you don't base your faith thing on extreme rules like that. What you do is you base it on behavior. So it's like, dude, when you drink, are you a dick or are you awesome? And if you're awesome, what the hell are we talking about? What do we need, like less awesome people in this world? Is that what we're doing? Dude, it is a firefight. Look at this. I got like 4 people up here just like chilling like villains on penicillin, helping me out. Oh, we got troubles. We got troubles. Anyway, love the Mormons. You know what I really love the most about them? I love how they are able to maintain a very potent faith. Potent faith in God, potent faith in Christ. They are true believers, many of them, and quite frankly, their young people are adorable. I love them. I met so many young people that were just the most earnest young people you'd ever want to know. Ugh. Okay, let's kill this man with the hands while I'm talking about all these human saints I met out in Utah. All right. Oh, I could be an AT-AT. I could totally be an AT-AT. But you know what? It's not my jam. I'm sure that would be fun. It'd be fun to be a giant robot and go crush some people, but not my jam. Anyway, the faith is very beautiful. And they're also pretty good at temple building. Temple building is like a spiritual art, and their temples have all kinds of very powerful initiatory areas in them, which makes it a kind of Christianity that's got initiation. And Christianity plus a little I mean, you know, you get initiation in like the Catholic Church, for example. Like, you're going to get baptized. You're going to take communion. Communion's a real deal, real spiritual thing. I don't know if they have real... they're very serious about their not letting people into their religious services when they're not Mormons. And they also... Oh, my God, this is not a good... come on, where's my health? Where's my health? Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I gotta pick a lane here. What am I doing? Am I talking about the Mormons, or am I killing people with my sword? Cool shit about the Mormons. All right, their temples. You gotta be a member to go into their temple. I think maybe you can get in if you like have a friend and it's like a one-time deal. But in their temples, and I'm talking like every temple, they've got these. I think they've got like 3 rooms, and these 3 rooms represent distinct altered states of consciousness that you will experience as a soul. So they've got this heaven room. They call it the celestial room. Hope I'm not like blowing up their spot with all this stuff. Anyway, they got this celestial room, and the celestial room is the place that is supposed to represent heaven. Oh, they're taking my C? You guys are taking my C? I'm gonna help you out here, buddy. Anyway, the celestial room represents heaven, and they pray, and they have art on the walls, and it is designed to have this very upper world kind of quality. It feels like you just took a shamanic journey to an upper world, like a heaven world, and you're chilling out, and you're God dang it, dude. Maybe I'm turning off vehicles on this. I mean, yeah, it's a challenge, and yeah, it's fun, but you know what? It's just no fun to have a giant unbreakable thing hanging around. And by unbreakable, I just mean I don't have the right guns for this. Dude, just getting hosed over here. Getting hosed. What? How am I going to kill this thing with this unit? With the unit that I have. First off, maybe I just focus on the people, which are softer targets.
Scanning targets.
Anyway, the Celestial Room, if you have been good, like a good Mormon, you can get what's called a... Oh, what do they call it when they go in the temple? I got a bunch of Mormon kids screaming in my head. A recommend. You get a recommend, and you can go into like the extra rides in the Mormon temple, which include the Celestial Room and this kind of stuff. And when you're hanging out in the Celestial Room, it like feels like a heavenly realm. And that's really kind of cool because there are heavenly realms, and the Tibetans would call these bardos. You pass through all these different states of consciousness, and after your death, if you're not too stuck to the earth and you can move around a little bit, you can go to other worlds. Probably not like a all-you-can-eat like United Airlines pass, but you could find yourself in a heavenly world, probably with assistance. I think most people are going to need a little guidance from some angels or something like that.
One hostile approaching.
Anyway, it's a real thing. You really can go to other worlds, and those worlds can be like heaven worlds, and they can have that vibration. And that is a nice practice. It's kind of like... I wish I knew more about the history, because to my understanding, Joseph Smith in Mormonism was the guy who came up with so much of, I'm getting tortured by a giant piece of hardware. Well, that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. Who's good at killing? Who's good at killing those giant things? You know what's good? Another AT-AT. Just for fun, here we go. I'm terrible at playing this AT-AT, but it does have a run mode, so let's get it going. I can exit the vehicle at any time, which is awesome. Ugh, what am I doing? I'm heading over to B, and I'm going to get into a fight with the other piece of hardware. And it's going to take forever. This is why hardware sucks. I don't know if Joseph Smith, the guy who founded Mormonism, came up with all of the concepts that they currently employ, but that would be my guess. Because Joseph Smith was a mystic. Call him a shaman. He was very good at navigating altered states of consciousness, and he did that kind of stuff like all the time. There is a book that the Mormons have that lists all of the let me just try to say all this at once. It lists every spiritual experience that Joseph Smith had. He recorded, and he also categorized that stuff. Oh, this is like too easy. I got way more health than you, dude. If we're gonna have a shoot-off, you're going down. Just like boom, and you're gone. And you know what? You guys can freaking keep that thing. I give two shits about that giant piece of hardware. It had a single purpose friendship there. We're getting B, gentlemen. Anyone who can hear the cry of my authoritative command, rally on the B, baby. Rally on the B. Totally losing my train of thought. As war will do. War against giant people that look like they've got yonis for faces. That's what that guy has. He's got a giant yoni gill face. Okay, but back to Joseph Smith. Every spiritual vision or experience that Joseph Smith had, he wrote down. And they've got that. There's a book that you can reference all this stuff. So what the Mormons have is an extremely rich and detailed recollection of the inner spiritual experiences of their founder. Imagine if you had a list, and Jesus is Mormon too. I mean, obviously, Christ is the key to Mormonism, and then like Joseph Smith is kind of like the local sort of. I don't know how they would say it. I shouldn't say it for them. But anyway, it seems like they still love him some Christ. But yet they love that. They love Joseph Smith. And they love the things that... Oh, what are we talking about here? God can I kill you guys with my hands?
Pushed us back
Don't
far
make me,
enough.
don't make me beat you to death with my brutal fists of justice. So, if you're a Mormon and you're having some kind of inner spiritual experience, you can go to this book of all the inner spiritual experiences of Joseph Smith, and you can like look it all up. You can look up like here's the time when he had a kind of like a dream vision, and in this dream vision he was, I'm making this up, he was flying over this mountain and he found all these souls that had been trapped, you know, for I don't know, some mud, no, I'm making this up, some mud village gets killed and there's like what the freaking jank off. Wait, dude, I'm taking your B. Even though you're gonna shoot me in the face, I'm taking your B. You know what? You're not gonna. Somebody's got my number. Who's got my number? You got my number. Boy, this is hard to talk about these inner. Okay. Inner states of consciousness. Joseph Campbell. Not Joseph Campbell. Joseph Smith. A different Joseph. Faux show. All right, I'm running away from the hardware, and quite frankly, turning off this hardware next time. I'm just turning off all the parts of the game I don't like. That's how it should be. Ugh. Too strong a gun, too awesome a gun. Okay, you're a young Mormon kid and you've had some spiritual experiences. You're like 16 and you're starting to have altered states of consciousness, maybe like a Joseph Smith did when he was 16. You can go read all that stuff, and you can. I imagine that would be some solace that you weren't crazy and that you were having something that could be considered a real experience. Because if Joseph Smith, oh, I got that kill, love that. If Joseph Smith had those experiences, and I don't know, this is where you kind of like, is he a super special person for having those experiences? In my book, no. I think that if one person can have the experience, other people can have the experience. I think that's just a better way to do it, because it's I don't know, it's kind of true. I don't like that exclusionary stuff. Like, oh well, this one person can. It's kind of like the heliocentric or the Earth, the transition that the world made between the Earth is the center of the universe and then the sun is the center of the universe. It's the same kind of thing except for inner states of consciousness. Those inner states of consciousness are they're like dreams. Yes, some people will have more of them. Some people are more spiritually developed and advanced. But in general, if one person has a dream, another person can have a dream. And I think that you could actually validate something like that. Oh god dang it! This guy's really. Because, like, when one person has a dreamlike experience and then tells another person about that dreamlike experience, many times it can transfer. Like, the second person can have some glimpse of it. From Joseph Smith, man, I love that he wrote everything down. He would go out into the woods, and he would have what he considered to be, well, he would have contact with, let's just say, Jesus. Jesus would show up and teach him and tell him some things. Oh, I got something coming in here. Hold on a sec. And let me finish up this story. You know what? We're gonna have to call this one short. We're gonna have to call this one short, peoples. Oh, and that's good because I'm kind of almost losing anyway. Everybody, it has been awesome to hang out with you. It has been awesome to be with you. I will tell you more stories later. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Boom, boom.